name is Elissa and I was on the 2019 travel seminar trip to Israel. My favorite place that we visited while on the trip was the En Gedi. It's a part of a nature preserve by the Dead Sea, so it was really cool to see the nature there and hike and see some waterfalls and then get the chance to go swimming in the Dead Sea. For my next trip, I think it'd be really cool to go someplace like Ireland or Nepal or someplace in New Zealand. The trip overall just gave me an entirely new visual context for Bible stories, so I'm never going to be able to read the Bible the same way without thinking, I was there and this is what it looked like. So it was really cool to come back with all of those experiences. For me, the travel seminar trip was the perfect amount of time. I'm not someone who would ever want to travel abroad for an entire year or a whole semester, but having about 2 weeks in a different country was just the perfect amount of time to really understand the culture and get to learn a bunch of different things. So we packed a lot into the trip and I thought it was just the perfect amount of time.
When we first got to Israel, we stayed at a hostel that was on the Sea of Galilee, and it was in sort of a gated community, so it was very safe. And my sleep schedule was super messed up, so I would get up at like 4 in the morning and I would make myself stay in bed for about an hour, but then I would get up and go walk around the hostel by myself and just spend a lot of time in thought and walk along the Sea of Galilee, and it was super beautiful, and I would watch the sunrise every morning and I loved having that time. Something that was really cool that we did was we hiked Masada, which is this mountain fortress where King Herod, Herod the Great, made 2 palaces for himself, and this trail up the side of the mountain is basically just like a cliffside, and it's a zigzag trail that goes up 300 meters in the time, or like in the span of the hike, and we were very scared to do it, but Dr. Schuler encouraged us and we made it to the top, and that was a really cool thing, kind of like a team building thing for our groups. That was really special. One of my favorite things that we got to do once we got to Jerusalem was go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It was like a 5-minute walk from our hotel, so I went there probably a little too often, but I went maybe like 6 or 7 times in the 4 days that we were there, and just spent a lot of time exploring the place. And my favorite part of that church is the chapel of St. Mary Magdalene. It's this little place right outside of the Latin chapel space, and I just sat there in prayer for like 10 minutes every time I went there, and it was really special.